What's going on, good people? Hope you guys are all doing all right out there. I want to just say to those that might be jumping in here right now, tomorrow, if you're jumping in here tomorrow, May the 10th, I would advise you to probably jump ahead to like the 5 minute mark because I'm probably not going to really get into this into the 5 minute mark because this is allowing everybody to get notified. So I'm just letting you guys all know that. So, um, yeah. What's going on, Red? Appreciate you being here, sis. I see you. I see you. JJPRS, welcome, welcome. Raising Hell is in the house. Said, glad to be here. What race is BLM doing? We are going to see. Laura Holland, how you doing? Just want to live free. What is going on? What keyboard is that in the background? Oh, talking about this? My Yamaha? Nightish, how you doing, my good sir? Appreciate you being in here. Leon Wilson is in the house. Shelby Sanders, hey there, how you doing? C in his house. What's going on, C? P Wood, hey, enjoy your line. You were spot on and courageous. Love your integrity. Hey, appreciate that. Nightish says, shout out to you that are in the chat. How is everyone doing? It's been a long time, says OEF. Nothing shocks me from BLM, says Leon Wilson. Jungle J, what's going on? Unconventional. Hey there, sis. How you doing? Appreciate your support, sis. Greetings from California. Says musician gang. That's right. Nightish says, hit that like button. That's right. Hit that like button, folks. There it is right there. Let it scroll at the bottom right there. Long-time follower. Hey, see, if you were a long-time follower, I really appreciate it. Really appreciate that. Got my other moderator in the house. Fatal is in the house. What's going on, sis? Yahushua. So many different ways y'all say that name. Yahshua, Yahushua, Yakawakashia. No. Leon Wilson, I'm in the worst state. Well, I don't know. We together on this. Illinois is terrible too. Yep. Fatal said, be sure you guys are subscribed. Yeah, appreciate it if y'all would do that. Double check to make sure that you are. All right. I think that's going to probably be everybody that's in here right now that spoke. Unless somebody else speaks up. Other than that, if they haven't, I'm going to go ahead and get on into this because I got some other stuff I need to work on for the rest of this day. Got a lot of stuff going on. Says just got here, so I'm assuming she was of the rainbow. I got to be crafty the way I do my titles and everything now. Look, my own moderator said that she got unsubbed. Look at that. And my other moderator too. They unsubbed her too. I told y'all they do it. They hate me. They hate me. I don't care. They hate me. What's going on, Jesse? All right, good people. Welcome to my channel. I'm Ty Smith, known as Modern Renaissance Man. I appreciate you guys over here tuning in with me right now to get ready to hear me talk about this particular subject right here. Don't forget to double check to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel because YouTube is unsubscribing people from my channel. Both of my moderators who have been with me for 5+ years were unsubscribed from my channel. I'm telling y'all, they do it, folks. So they unsubscribed. Red just says she's one of my moderators. Red just says they unsubscribed her from my other channel as well called Man, Husband, Father. So yeah, Jesse Bags, I'm sorry, says we love you, brother. Appreciate that, Jesse. Right back at y'all. Okay. So yeah, double check to make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also, if you do plan on doing any type of support to the channel, monetary wise, I'd advise you don't do any super chats. They are appreciated, but I just advise you not to, because I don't want YouTube to get any of that, since everything I do under them is demonetized. I swear to you, everything is demonetized from YouTube. So with that being said, appreciate y'all being in here again. Hope you guys are all doing well. And I want to go ahead and crack this story open. And here's the deal. You got to have ways of getting around things, because YouTube would automatically flag some things. So as you guys see that the title of this right here, it says, breaking news, BLM has a lot to say about this hero cop. They have a lot to say about this hero cop. But I had to put it in there like that, and you guys are going to find out why. Because this happened in a city that I grew up in. This happened in Chicago. This happened in Chicago. And I want to throw the BLM in there for this specific reason. And you guys are going to see here in a second. All right. I'm going to share this screen with y'all because I want y'all to see this too, okay? I want y'all to see this. Look at that. Boom. Yeah. That's what we're talking about, baby. BLM. Look at this. A Chicago cop deleted. 5 in custody after officers shooting. Deletion, sources say. Her name is Arena. I think I don't know how to say her name. It's like Arena Preston, 24, was shot and deleted outside of her home on Saturday. 24 years old. Police officer. Couldn't be on the force that long. Chicago police have apprehended 5 persons of interest in the shooting deletion of a 24-year-old officer who was deleted steps from her mother's doorstep Saturday morning after finishing a night patrol, according to law enforcement sources. 4 were taken into custody after a barricade situation on 76th and Bishop Street Sunday night, about 5 miles from where Chicago police officer Preston was deleted, a source told Fox News Digital Monday. Charges were pending review. The state's attorney office, which has 48 hours to file charges or release the suspects. Spokesperson for Chicago police said they had no official updates and that the investigation was ongoing, but the department confirmed in a statement that its SWAT team had responded to an address South Bishop Street around 10:30 p.m. Sunday. Individuals were taken into custody after an armed standoff there in connection with Preston's deletion. If y'all want to know why I'm saying deletion, because if I say these particular words that you guys are seeing right there, YouTube flags it. It was not immediately clear whether the force suspected in the SWAT standoff are suspects in connection with this deletion. A 5th person, a 19-year-old male, was taken into custody somewhere else, a source told Fox Digital. A neighbor of Preston told Fox Digital on Monday that Preston lived in the South Backstone Avenue home with her mother. Despite a wave of violent crime afflicting the city, he said his neighborhood, full of elderly residents and working people, had been spared until Sunday. They took a life that didn't have to be taken, he said, and whatever they were trying to get, it wasn't worth it. After the shooting, he said, he called a contractor to install a new security system to encircle his house with security cameras. The officer Preston's deletion came the day before thousands of city police officers marched in St. Jude Parade in honor of the fallen colleagues. Preston has served the Chicago Police Department for 3 years in the 5th District, authorities said. Preston, after working a night shift, returned home around 1:45 a.m. Saturday, according to the police. Around that time, police received an alert of shots fired on her block. Officers responded and found one of our own suffering gunshot wounds. The department's interim superintendent, Eric Carter, said during an emotional news briefing. A responding officer rendered aid at the scene and rushed her to the University of Chicago Medical Center in the back of his squad car, he said. She succumbed to her injuries at the hospital, the same one where fellow Chicago police officer Ella French, I covered that story too, was taken. Right now, we ask that you keep the officer and her family in your prayers, and as well as the men and women of the Chicago Police Department who sacrifice everything, including their lives, on the line for the city every single day, Carter said. According to the Fraternal Order of Police, Preston was shot while trying to defend herself from an armed robbery. According to Facebook profile, Preston had studied criminal justice and criminology at the Illinois State University and went to Loyola College, Loyola University. The school said in a statement that she was expected to receive her master's this weekend. Criminal, oh my God. Yeah, this called the city mayor Lightfoot called the shooting awful and tragic and said she had instructed police to spare no expense in hunting down the suspects. There are some who say that our police officers are not worthy of our respect. You said that, Mayor Lightfoot, when you wanted to defund them. We ain't about to get into that, though. Hypocrite. There are some who say we should not be supporting and funding our police department. You said that. Ooh, let me not get loud. You supported that. Mayor Lightfoot, you supported that. Man, that's some. I'm glad you are going to be gone. Freaking hypocrite. Said, I would urge any person who holds that view to reflect on moments like this, is what she said. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you guys all just heard that. You guys all just heard what I had to say about this. Alpha Dog Elite. Yes, this is live, and I appreciate the super chat there. Man, y'all, this is what I'm talking about. The reason why. No, maybe I should do it like this to leave her picture there. The reason why I titled it like this is for that specific reason. The reason why I titled it like this was because I wanted you guys to see what they didn't do. Let me be clear when I say this. This young woman is the epitome of what a lot of blacks should be striving to do. This young black woman was serving her community. Not only was she serving her community, she was trying to get into a position where she would be trying to serve her community on a greater level by going into criminal justice to try to help serve the ones who might be falsely accused of doing something. She was going to serve the very people who deleted her. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I tell my family, and I know y'all are listening that still live in Chicago. This is why I tell y'all to get the heck out. A police officer, they made this comment, and I get it, my guy. If you watching right now, my guy Brandon Tatum. Brandon Tatum makes comments like this all the time. He'll say, black people complained about the police officer and about the neighborhoods. He said, well, why don't you become a police officer and serve your neighborhood? Which he is 100% correct. He is. And I'm not pushing back against that. I'm just saying, when you hear people say to serve your community, if you want your community to be better, black people, why don't y'all become police officers? Why don't y'all become police officers so you can serve your neighborhood? Look what happened to this young woman. I can guarantee you or your money back that this girl was killed by some black young men. Guarantee you. I guarantee you your money back that this girl was killed by some young black men. But what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to think about something. I want y'all to think about why Black Lives Matter is not out on this. You guys already know why. Black people, understand this. Black lives do not matter to the organization Black Lives Matter unless that black life is taken by somebody that fits their narrative. If some white people killed this young police officer, Black Lives Matter would be there. If anybody of any other race would have killed this young black woman, Black Lives Matter would have been there. But Black Lives Matter have nothing to say about somebody that is like the complete epitome. And I'm going to keep on saying this. I don't care. For them to delete somebody that a lot of black people should be striving. This girl was about to get her master's degree this weekend. She was about to get her master's degree this weekend in criminal justice to serve her community at a greater level. Because let's keep it real, although Chicago is a freaking hellhole full of criminals, she was willing to not only be a police officer to serve her community, but she was willing to go into an area that's very gray, where you have to sit there and debate whether you want to defend somebody that's considered a criminal, to see if they're being falsely accused, to see if they're getting a fair trial, fair sentence, etc. She was going to pursue that to serve you Negroes better. And what do she get in return? She gets deleted, and also she gets no respect from the very communities who claim that they are for black people. She gets no respect from NAACP. She gets no respect from the Rainbow Coalition. She gets no respect from BLM. She gets absolutely nothing. You want to know why? Because we are too used to deleting each other. What is the big deal about Negroes deleting other Negroes? Ooh, 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 that's definitely something new there, Ty. Ooh, what's the news there? That's no breaking news. What are you talking about, Ty? That's not breaking news. We used to y'all black people killing each other. So what are you talking? Oh, I get it, Ty. I guess because she was a cop, she should get a little bit more. But you know, it's just Ty. Be honest with you, it's the fact that she's black. So, right? But let a police officer do something. Guilty as charged. Oh, these police officers out there just deleting people. These police officers out there abusing their power. Defund the police. Y'all would jump on. A lot of people would jump on board and persecute the police officers before even seeing all the facts. But in this case, nope. Nope. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous. There is no, that's why I keep on saying this. You are not going to have anybody, you are not going to have anybody that looks like me, that when you do anything greater than those that decide to want to stay in the hood and stay with a hood-like mentality, you are not going to get any type of praise for what you do. What you're going to get is a whole bunch of hate. No matter what you do, you are going to get a nothing but hate. You're going to be a sellout. You're going to be at Uncle Tom. You're going to be, tap dancing for the white man. You're going to be a coon is what you're going to do. That's what you're going to be. Nothing more, nothing less. No matter how much you try to give back to your community, you have to come to the realization that it's going to be thankless. It's going to come with a whole bunch of hell. It's going to come with a whole bunch of rhetoric. Only us, though. When I go and I speak at engagements, if the engagement is with black people and you are simply, we already know that we have an issue and a problem. So when I go to these engagements, I'm talking about solutions. I'm talking about how you can get out of it. I'm talking about how you can step out of it. And it is absolutely amazing that people are so gone mentally. They can't even get themselves to even take one step towards the goal that they claim they want to get to. They can't. They are mentally incapacitated. They are mentally chained down and will not make a move. With their mouth, they say they want to get out, but their actions state otherwise. Now, check this out. In Florida, I did the same exact thing living there in my house in Florida, right? If I go talk to, because I mean, there's everywhere you go, every race is going to have some people that are they're going to have a group of kids that's going to be at risk. In Florida, I go Kajito, yes, we can see this. I can see it. You said, can anybody see us? Yes, we can see it. In Florida, I go and I'll talk to a group of white kids that are at risk. I promise y'all, they sit there. You got some that's looking at you, and all of them are being respectful. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the black people are not, but what I'm telling you is that what I don't get from them is the pushback. No, man, see, you don't know, man. No, man, you don't. They sit there and listen. And what I'm just telling y'all the truth. You can be mad at me all you want to. When I get done speaking, some of them will line up. Hey, man, yeah, I just want to, is there a way I can talk to you like off to the side? Because, I hear what you're saying, man, but my parents really be making me mad, man, or my parent really make me mad, or my grandma really make me mad. Oh, man, the teacher really be picking on me, man, and I'm telling you the truth, man. I'm not just making this up. So, and I end up becoming these kids' advocate. And so then I end up going to the school. Now, Mrs. Turner, he is saying, da 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 da. When I go and I speak to a group of blacks, I'm just being real. Man, this punk ain't mother ever, man. This nigga, man, this nigga up here, man. Ain't nobody on that bush, man. Ain't nobody trying to do all that, man. Just because you, and I hate when they say you got lucky. BS. See what I'm saying? I just let them know y'all already are trained to just come up with every excuse and every reason why I am where I am. That is one of the biggest insults out there to tell me that I got lucky. I got lucky. Yeah, you lucky though, because I'm not lucky, fool. I'm just not stupid. I made moves. I got away. I got out of it. I had the same exact mindset that they put in you. And I'm trying to tell you, it is a trap. You stuck in the loop. You running on a hamster wheel. And you think because you moving and doing all that hustling, you going somewhere when you're not. You stand in the wheel. That's why you still stand in the same neighborhood you stayed in that we grew up in. Oh, no, man, it's because there ain't no work out here. No, it's not because there's no work out there. It's because you were not really trying to advance your life. So stop all the BS. Stop all the BS. I know that I'm not going to have a complete 100% success rate with the kids that I mentor. I know that. But when, oh my God, when you do astronomically well, let's just say out of 100 kids, 75 to 80% of them listen, do what they're supposed to do, make better choices with their lives, and do really well. I'll take it. That is great. I used to be happy with just, and which I still am. I'm happy, satisfied with one. But when you got 75 plus kids who seriously sat there and listened to you, you putting your time into them, you calling them on the phone, they emailing you, you talking to them, they really want to get past what they going on. You have to, do you know what it takes to have to sit there? Do you know what it takes to have to sit there and actually decondition a person's mind from having a hood-like mentality, a trailer park-like mentality, a backwoods-like mentality, a woe is me? Do you know how much time it takes to decondition them from that? It takes time. Some move faster than others because some just look, I don't care what, whatever you need to say, whatever I need to do, time, man, let me know. But you still got other ones. I see y'all don't have to say it out loud, but I can see it on your face. I don't know if I'm gonna be able. No, man, no, I don't know. No. We're not on no odd. I know you don't know, but I know. And then what you do is you take them away from the areas that they're at. Take them to a college. Get some. There are people in college, tutors, academic advisors, who just take the time out to talk to these kids and say, oh yeah, all you got to do is blah, blah. And these kids, so you telling me all I have to do? And they're like, yes, man, how come nobody is telling us that? I know, because they're keeping y'all too preoccupied with your cell phones. They're keeping you too preoccupied with what Cardi B them are doing, or what Kim Kardashian and them are doing. Oh, look at them shooting all of us up. They keeping y'all preoccupied with that. Because in order for you to move, you have to take your focus off of all of that. There is no going anywhere. And I'm telling you right now, it's one of these ordeals where you just trying to save as many as you can, because not everybody's going to be able to go. It is not going to get better for blacks. I'm just telling y'all, I'm just telling you the truth. I don't care what I said this 5 years ago on my channel. I said 5 years ago on my channel, I debated somebody and I told them, I said, 2 years from now, you are not going to come back on my channel and apologize to me because I'm going to have it right. I guarantee you nothing is going to change for black. I told them after the George Floyd stuff, I said, I know y'all think that this is the tipping point of all black people getting ready to rise up and things are getting ready to get. I told y'all that nothing is going to get better for Negroes when George Floyd, because it's nothing more than a racial pimping and a racial exploitation. It's nothing more. It's not about George Floyd. It's not about racism. It is about money. Where can you capitalize at with money? Oh, we got this great story. That's why this police officer story is not getting any type of media attention. You want to know why? Because no money can be profited from this, but money can be profited from that thing up in New York City that I covered. YouTube is letting that video monetize all because of how I titled it. I said, a hero saved many lives on the subway. Oh, now y'all find out that the dude just happened to be white that put that black man in the chokehold and saved lives. And that dude was an ex-Marine. Oh, now Black Lives Matter. Oh, we got George Floyd. See, has nothing to do with that man being white, that man being black. It has everything to do that we can draw up a narrative and capitalize off of it and pimp you Negroes and you white liberals again. Because y'all gonna be out there fake virtue signaling with the black people. Oh, this is terrible. That white man shouldn't have did that to him. Oh, this is just terrible. I cannot believe that black man, that precious black man, his eyes look so innocent while that white guy took his life. Get the freaking heck out of here, you fake virtue signaling folks trying to get a one-up with black people. It's not going to make y'all lives better. You just feel good about yourself. You feel like, I'm marching with black people. I'm standing with black people for the wrong thing. You are standing with black people. You are virtue signaling with black people. You are cheering on and encouraging black people and praising black people so they can stay in the same predicament they've been in for the past years that they complain about they can't get out of. You dumb white liberals. You dumb white left people, you dumb white virtue signaling. Yes, I'm calling y'all that. Y'all falling for the trap. Y'all think because y'all on some of y'all white folks, you think because you are on there with black people and you're standing with them, you think that's not gonna better black people's lives. They don't even know who you are. They're gonna forget about you. But you guess what? I feel good in my heart because I was out there and I supported the black people against that white guy that choked the black guy out on the subway. I feel good about myself. That shows you that I'm not racist. I stand with the black people, please. You're not doing nothing at all. If you want to do something at all, you as a white person, you would take time to help a black individual person to achieve something, not to be all out there. No, you would do it on a personal level. That's why I told you, y'all don't, unless you live here and go to the places I go and speak, you don't see what I do. I don't sit there and broadcast that all for the world to see. But guess what? I get to sit there and live and be blessed by the results that come out of these kids that we help. Virtue signaling is what you're doing. Donnie Soul, appreciate that. Love the last name. Says, brother, keep up the awesome work. Keep it real, bro. Oh, that's all I can do. That's all I can do is keep it real. But nobody is saying, no, y'all, this is what I'm saying. They're only out there in the streets in New York and doing that because, I told y'all, I told you guys when I did this story last week before we even knew the race of that white guy. I told you, I have it on video. I said, I don't know what color he is. Maybe some videos are going to emerge. I don't know. But all I know is that 24-year-old man that subdued that man on that subway, he is a hero because he saved lives. I didn't care what color he was. That's the proof. But oh boy, I didn't know that whenever the video came out and they showing that Um, they're showing that white Marine who took an oath to defend America and its citizens against domestic and foreign terrorists. We didn't know he was going to be that color. So screw all the stuff of, well, it was a white man that choked him out. Dude, it does not matter. It was a Marine who took an oath to protect Americans against foreign and domestic terrorists. That guy that got on the subway was a criminal, and he was a terrorist. He terrorized people. He had a record of doing the very thing on that subway that he's always done. The guy that stepped in and stepped up saved potential lives. If you are upset because he was subdued and that possibly caused the end of that guy's life, then you just be upset. Because here's the deal. The reason why I said subdued, because I see ESO hopeful. The reason why I'm saying subdued, because I'm trying to stay away from saying the K word, because YouTube will flag it. I think I've already said it already before, but if you keep it up, YouTube will flag it. No, ESO, I got you. No. You said he was poor and mentally ill. Absolutely not. You're poor. Okay, let's just roll with that. You see right here, look what Kevin just put right here. He was arrested 44 times. Oh, that's because he's mentally ill. Look, we got to quit all the BS. I'm sorry. I'm a father. The way I raise my kids, I get that there might be some things going on, but you're not going to keep on hitting me with the mentally ill thing. See, if you keep on doing the same thing over and over again, you keep on saying, I'm sorry. No, I'm getting you. Ain't no more sorry. There is no more I'm sorry. I'm getting you. Who failed this man was the ones that let him out 44 times. That's who failed him. It's the equivalence of knowing that you have, I tell this story all the time, and there's no hate. There's no hate. You have a dog that you know is violent. You know that your dog attacks and you've already been written up. You've already got a citation. They took your dog to the pound, gave you your dog back and said, sir, if you don't keep this dog pinned up, we're going to find you every time your dog gets out and hurt somebody. And if you keep on doing that, we just going to take your dog and we're going to euthanize it. If you keep on letting your fence stay open to allow your attack dog that you know attacks people to attack, you're at fault. You're at fault. No, I didn't say put them down like dogs. I didn't say that. But if you ask it, no, I didn't say put them down like dogs. I'm talking about the whole purpose of me saying this was saying who's at fault. If this dude got arrested 44 times and they kept on letting him out to go out and do the very thing that they know he's going to go out and continue to do, that's their fault for letting him out. Now, let's just roll with what you said with the mentally ill. Imagine if they would have kept that man in jail and offered him a psychiatrist, offered him some type of psychologist to work with him on this so-called mental illness that he had. Right? We already paying for the criminals that we all of us taxpayers, we already paying for them to be in there anyway. But here's the kicker. I'll raise you another one. ESO. ESO hopeful. I'll raise you another one. BLM says they want to eliminate the prison system. If BLM said they want to eliminate the prison system, what do you think? Look up the statistics of all the Americans who are gun owners. You think that what happened to that man is bad? Let them do what BLM wants to do with their Karl Marx socialist ideology, their Marxism ideology. Let all the criminals out of prison. You think that choked out thing was, oh no, they will be, I'm telling you, they will be getting lit up. And then y'all will be crying, oh, this is not right. American citizens, law-abiding citizens, they're shooting up all the criminals. I'm going to just tell you right now, I have no sympathy for people. I have no sympathy for people who deliberately try to go out and hurt people and harm people and use the excuse of saying that they got mental illness. Nope. No. We all come on now. Look, going through the medical portion of schooling, I had to do freaking clinicals in all types of settings: gynecology, not cytology, but gynecology, orthopedics, psych ward, behavior. I had to work in a behavioral place to do a rotation at a behavioral place. There is obviously a clear difference between some people who got mental illness than ones who clearly know what they're doing, but you gonna try to claim that you got a mental illness. Come on now. I'm not gonna fall for that, man. That's why I am the way that I am, because I know when I see true mental illness. So if I sat there and I flipped out and I just went on this rampage and did some things, and I started telling people, well, I know that I got a YouTube channel. I know that I speak so much positivity, but y'all don't understand what goes on when these cameras not on. I deal with some stuff. I deal with some crazy stuff, man. I know I'm all positive. See, I get to do that too, right? What would you say about that? Eso, what would you say about that? I'm a director, right? If I went to my job and I started deleting all my employees, and then I was like, I don't know, man. I know I'm on YouTube and I just give so much. I know I give so much positivity. I know I've helped kids, but I'm dealing with some stuff in here. I just can't get past. I had some traumas in my childhood, and I've been dealing with this mental illness for so long. And I tried crying out, but I didn't think I can get any help. So I know I put on this front for y'all to think that I'm just good when I wasn't good. I mean, isn't that what they say about all people that do self-deletion? Right? Robin Williams, the dang on chef, whatever his name is, some of our celebs, Whitney Houston, some of these people that had self-deletion, they had some mental things going on that nobody knew about. So if I was to do that, would it be fair? Would it be fair for the fault not to be on me, but on my mental illness? Yes or no? Eso, I'm waiting on a yes or no. Would that be fair for you guys to say, oh, no, Ty, you guys, you need to show Ty some sympathy and empathy. Ty had underlying mental issues that you guys didn't see. I know he was a YouTuber and I know he did things with kids. I know he's a director of medical facilities, but he has some mental issues. So, or would y'all say, dude, that ain't right what Ty did? Ty needs to be in jail for the rest of his life for deleting all those employees. What would y'all say? Come on now, let's be real about this, man. So I guess those young people, it's not fair to blame the mentally ill. Okay, check this out. It's not fair to blame the mentally ill for choking him out. Eso hopeful. Let's say this. What about that Marine's mental illness? What if he has PTSD to the extent to where he was just so geared in, he's so trained, he's so calculated that if he see any harm being done, he just goes into that mode of what he's been trained to do and put a person and subdue them. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's not the Marine's fault. It's his training fault. It's the United States of America's military fault that Marine did that to that guy, because that Marine got some PTSD that has trained him. When violence starts to occur, he goes into freaking John Wick, or he goes into equalizer mode where he just goes and everything looked in slow motion. He saw the guy get ready to swing, grabbed his. What if that guy PTSD kicked in and he has mental illness, and his mental illness is to keep people from harm? What if that's his mental illness? David says people don't want real. They want victimhood for profit. Absolutely. Absolutely. Leanne Wilson says, I stand with the Marine for protecting all the other folks on the subway. Me too. Kevin, real talk. I work with law enforcement on the south side of Chicago, and I probably do the same thing out of instinct. Absolutely. Sergeant Daniel Penny's military training against him with a "you should have shown restraint since you're a trained." Right. Mark said that Marine deserves a medal. Yes, he does. Absolutely 100%. Mo Gaming said the Marine did the right thing. I would have done the same thing, maybe worse. Unconventional was like, nope. Former military, I know the feeling of PTSD. It's tough. Absolutely. Unconventional said, I ain't buying it. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. We have to, this, you know what? It's amazing though, because now this right here shows you guys how much the media has affected people to the extent to where now is what we say, this is a phrase we use. You have sympathy for the devil. You have sympathy for the devil. Forget that the fact that this man did stuff to people already. It's about, it's not the way he lived, it's the way he died. Stop. Stop. That Marine is a complete hero. This police officer woman is a hero. Both of them are getting no praise. Both of them are getting no coverage of the great thing that they've done. They're not. They are making heroes villains and making villains heroes. And you guys are falling for it because they want to tell y'all they got mental illness. You got mental illness. He wasn't really doing anything. E. Taylor says, I'm so glad the Marine was there. God bless him. 100%. Yep, Richmond, you took the words out my mouth. Dang it. But it's cool, though. It's cool. Weren't there black people helping the Marine hold that man? That was a man. Hold that man down. Yep. Yep. Now, let me tell you something else. ESO, which is fine. I mean, I like people that got, it's fine. But ESO, check this out. I'm going to tell y'all something. ESO, check this out. I talked about this on my video. Do you know how long you really had to subdue a person before they pass out unconscious, and to the extent to where you cut off their circulation to the extent to where they pass out? You have to actually have a person in a chokehold or strangulation mode anywhere between the 5 and 10 minute mark. It's not like the movies where you do like this and they like, and they're dead. No, you have to continue to suppress and compress that area to the extent to where the heart stops beating. What am I saying that for? I wasn't there. I don't know how long he held the chokehold, but typically, like you see it all. If you don't believe me, go look at any MMA fight. The minute they put a person in a chokehold, the ref comes over there, he stops it out, whatever like that. That person's body's autonomic response is to start breathing all over. It does not. Once you pass out, your body makes you breathe again. But if somebody was to continue to hold that for numerous of minutes, then that's where the danger comes in at. So I know, and I'm just telling y'all, we know that a lot of people, just to go along with the rhetoric, it was ruled a homicide. Now, like I said, I don't know how long he held that. I have no idea how long he held that. Actually, to be honest with you, he says self-defense is one thing, strangulation. That was self-defense. The Marine was defending everybody on that train that man have assaulted in the past. Not the people, he didn't assault those people in the past, but that's been his thing. So anyway, let me bring this back. Let me get ready to close this up, folks. I appreciate all y'all being in here. The whole point of me titling this like this is to show y'all that everything that they try to do is going to be based off of a narrative, based off an agenda, based off an ideology. Let's find something to divide the country. Let's find something that's going to cause division. Let's find something that's going to fit our narrative so we can not only cause disruption and chaos, but so we can also capitalize off of this. I'm pretty sure they're going to raise money to get that man a funeral. And I guarantee you, they're not going to raise no money for that Marine. I guarantee, see what I'm saying? Y'all have no idea. I see these people in our multiple facilities that we direct over. We see these Marines, we see these ex-Army vets, we see these ex-Air Force, ex-Navy SEALs, legs and stuff missing. And they do things like this, and still their country hates them because they saved life. Their country hates them because they went over there and fought for our country. And now not only did they fight for the country, they fought for your individual private citizen life. And still all they get is, he didn't have to save those lives. Anything could have happened. What if that Marine would have hit that dude in a way to where that deleted him too? He hit him so hard in the head that the man brain rattled. Then when the man dropped to the ground, his head hit the ground too. And the man brain swelled up inside. And he ended up dying from that. He didn't have to hit him that hard. You're going to find some reason or some excuse to make it seem like the person that is a hero did something real bad. Well, they could have just held him down. Well, what if they would have held him down? The man would start trying to struggle so much and he started hyperventilating and everything like that. And he caused his own self to pass out. Well, all four of them didn't have to hold him down. You're going to find some reason. But what you're not going to do, and it's something that is a fatherly instinct in me, you are not getting ready to win it over on me and make up no excuse for the bad thing that you did that caused your own demise. If that man was not doing that, he would not be in trouble. He would not be end up getting in that strangulation hold, chokehold, whatever you want to call it. If he was not doing those criminal actions that technically the system encouraged him to do it because they kept on letting him out without having no type of discipline or anything on him. Like I said, they're the reason why. They are the reason why. Folks, make sure and double check that y'all still are subscribed to the channel. All 119 of you guys in here, I really appreciate you guys all being in here. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. I appreciate y'all supporting the channel and all that. Don't forget, again, double check to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button so this video can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm. I think I am going to be possibly going live again a little later on with another subject here, and hopefully I see you guys over there. I think I covered everything. I think I don't have nothing else to say on that, but pray for both sides. Pray for this cop, her family. Pray for this Marine who is a hero, that he get the credit he deserves, and even pray for the man that the Marine subdued. With that being said, folks, y'all know how I do. I am about to get out of here. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, y'all know how I say it. I hope and pray that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you through Jesus.